In today's video, there's new kitchenware, chairs and lounges, tables, kitchens, plenty of sleeping items and lots of lamps. Also the excellent new canopy tarp and the massive new lounge shelter. Plus there's a new cosy carpet and some excellent new furniture. Remember, if you want to skip ahead to any items, use the chapter markers below. Like this new set, the new Gala dinner set. You get a 2-person dinner set and a 4-person dinner set. Now we've been using one of these, but this has been updated this year with these raised edges. And I don't know about you, but the amount of times maybe the kids have got something on their lap or have been, the table isn't quite level and things roll off the plates. Hopefully with these raised edges on these dishes, that will be a thing of the past. More accessories, some more vacuum accessories here, and these look really impressive. I really like these new vacuum tumbler here. It looks really good, and as well as the mug, that looks really good for a good brew. Very nice new sets here. And look at the updates to the Chenna knife set. Now we got a Chenna knife set back in 2023 and it's a really good knife set. We've got this one, but look how the colours have changed now. Look at how it's been updated so that the knife sets now have got this wooden looking handle, but it's not wooden. It's actually rubber, so you've got a really good grip on that, and you're not going to get some of the issues with having wooden handles. But don't they look just absolutely stunning? And if you do like your enamel for camping, then this whole set is available here along with these mugs. Now enamel, many cheap enamel mugs, enamel chips off and stuff like that. So this is double coated, but I don't know, it's hard to see on here. Unlike the normal gloss enamel, this is actually textured, so you've got a bit of grip to it. So that's a really nice set. And again, with all the plates with slightly raised edges, just to stop any little accidents whilst you're out camping. And here's a new range of furniture. I really like this one. The Keilder is really comfortable to sit in. If you notice here, it's actually shaped at the back, so you've got like a lumbar support. That's very comfortable. This is the Outwell Torch Lake, very similar to some of the lake chairs that we've reviewed. You've seen us with this Yellowstone lake at the campsite, which comes in 2 parts. So you've got that reclining upright chair, and you've got this extra Tally Lake footrest. I think it's Tally Lake. Let me just check on here. Trinity Lake. Tally Lake is another chair. So yes, Trinity Lake and Yellowstone Lake chairs. Well, now there's a new one here, Torch Lake, which is a full recliner. Now the problem with sometimes recliners, they take up an awful lot of space. This one's not too bad. Obviously it's going to be larger than a small camping chair, but it's very comfortable. I've tried that. It reclines really well. You can just lock off the position there. There's no slots to slot into. That's a really nice chair. And if we look here, for example, the new Campion duvet, it is really soft cotton feel. That's really lovely, and it folds down really small, so a lot easier than taking your duvet from home. And here's loads more of the Dreamboats designed for cars with the cutout either sides, or for campervans which have a smaller footprint and cutouts at certain ends. Well, you might have seen many of our videos where we set up a tarp, and I know plenty of you have asked how to set up a tarp and how to extend your tent for when it rains. Where do you cook and all those sort of things? Well, we've been using an Easy Camp tarp for years. We've used a high peak tarp as well. Now Outwell have what they're calling this canopy tarp, and it looks a really good kit. It comes in two sizes for different size tents, but as you can see here, it provides a much more space than your normal sort of tarp with the triangular pitch roof. But here it comes with 3 top poles, so you've got massive head height here. As you can see, there's plenty of room under this tarp, and of course it comes around the sides here, so you can have these sides down. You could also put poles in here. There's little eyelets in here, so if you wanted to make a different shape with this tarp to have different configurations set up for your camp, you can. And then it clips onto the tent where awnings would. Now this is a lot more flexible, I think, than getting an awning on the front of your tent. You can set this up for all sorts of situations as well, and although it's got connectors for the end of the tent, it's got eyelets too, so you can easily connect it and set it up as a standalone tarp. All we need is a few more tarp poles. So as you see here, the canopy tarp comes all the way back around here and connects to the top, this awning connector on top of the tent here, that just slots into here, and just to hold it in place, stop it flapping around. There's a number of different attachments depending on your size of your tent, but you do also have this connection point here which you could just peg out down the bottom there, so it's fairly flexible. And there's the eyelet hole as well, so if you wanted to put this up as a tarp with a pole, you could do. That, I think, is a really good accessory. If you've already bought a tent and you want to accessorize it this year and you don't have something like this, this is a really good addition. We're in the outdoor testing area, and I've just spotted these. These are some of the shelters that you've got in the Outwell range, and if you notice this one, it's got connectors, so you can make a double shelter, ideal for a really large family get together, for family and friends. You've got other various connectors and extensions, such as this extra little sleeping area, ideal because you can get a connector to connect this up to a van, for example, and give you an extra sleeping space. So these seem quite flexible. As you can see here, there's some little zippable vents at the top, so you can have a little, push that up for a little bit of more ventilation, or close it too. Here's the extra sleeping attachment on here. Don't know what's inside because it's just a test area. Nothing, but you can see it's a good double size in that. With ventilation mesh, so ideal little extra attachment for the summer. And here is the connector. Simple little one, so you connect two of these together. That just clips on to the poles, and then you end up with a massive double shelter. Now look at this funky little beach shelter. The Formby beach shelter. Look at it. What a funky little shape, eh? For a beach shelter. The angled roofs. The mesh on the side for a bit of ventilation there. Going all the way through around the back. That's a really nice beach shelter. Of tent repair accessories, field repair kit with inner patches, and you can also get separate mesh patches as well here for any of the bug mesh needs patching. Whole load of stuff here, lots of additional tent pegs. Interesting, I noticed that Outwell in their demonstrations here use these tiles and rock pegs. These are really strong, can be really driven in well into the ground.